Joshua Wilcomb, a senior. And as we are set to get this one underway, ball set to go in the air as we are ready to get the 2018-19 season underway. Ball tipped and controlled by the University, or Oklahoma Wesleyan University, as they'll bring it up to the right side. On the far side with his Rowe. Rowe will bring it back across the top as he'll get it in the hands of Tipton. Tipton looking on the wing, three-point jumper on the way, and that rattles home and good for KJ Malvo. A 3-0 lead for the Eagles as we are just underway here from the Jerebick Center. As coming across the top with it, Arroyo Elea out of Ailey Felsick High School comes up top as I get it into the hands of Sam Flores, the junior from Morton Ranch. It's a drive down low, taken no good. The rebound up off the glass is up and good. Paul Talton gets the offensive rebound and the putback for the first basket for St. Thomas. Both these teams are opening game of the 2018-19 season. As looking on the wing with the basketball, Rowe, baseline jumper from 17. That's way out the mark, no good. And the Twins going to take it down the road. Down the low, looking for the drive is Kennard Robinson. Ball tipped away, but there's Talton. He'll lay it up off the glass and good. A missed tip pass there, but turns into an opportunity for Talton and gives St. Thomas their first lead of the ball game at 4-3. Working near side with it, Rowe. Coming back across top, long range three on the way. That's off the mark. No good. Arroyo tips it on the wing, and they'll get it over to Paris Marquez out of Atascocita High School. Marquez will set up the offense as the 6'1 senior. And will hold here. Looks like there might be a spot on the floor which caused Marquez to slip there. And in fact, they're going to call a foul instead on KJ Malvo. That will be his first. That'll be the first team foul against the Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles. As Marquez looks to trigger an inbounds. Flores up top trying to find Robinson. Now looking down low to get it in quickly to Arroyo. He'll save the play as he'll get it near side to Robinson. Robinson, the junior out of Math, Science, and Technology, used to be Sam Houston High School in Houston. Ball tipped away in a turnover against the St. Thomas Celts. To skip pass down the lane. That's going to be a turnover going the other way as Arroyo will leave it near side for Robinson. He'll drive it. He'll lean it. He'll kick it out on the wing. Flores fires up the three from long range. That's no good. And the tip rebound coming down to Wilcomb. As a drive down low, Wilcomb a piece of it, but tipped out of bounds and off of St. Thomas. Coming inbounds. Ball tipped away, taken away by St. Thomas. Another turnover on Oklahoma Wesleyan. As a drive down low, the kick out. Open for three, no good as Marquez left it short. Coming the other way, they'll kick it up top. Rowe on the wing looking for three. In rhythm this time, short. No good. Ball tipped out and controlled by Oklahoma Wesleyan as a rebound coming out to Lawrence. He'll get his first offensive rebound. Down low, Wilcomb trying to create space. Kick out on the wing. Rowe can't find a shot there. They'll kick it back on the wing. Baseline three on the way. That looks good and is the second for Malvo. He has 6 to lead all scorers. And back to a 2-point lead for the Wesleyan Eagles as the three-point jumper on the way by Robinson, no good. Alone for the rebound is Wilcomb. He'll get his second. Coming up quickly, Malvo. Spin pass down low. That's going to be an offensive foul. Looking for the entry pass there. The ball fumbled away, but the offensive foul fouled first on Lance Tipton. Tipton will pick up his first, second team foul against the Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles. As they'll work it up top to Robinson. Robinson down low to Talton out of Pearland Dawson High School, wore the Oklahoma Wesleyan colors back at Dawson High School in Pearland. And was an Eagle. The entry pass down low, Talton. Spin move, tries to create space. Jumps it up from 10, rattles it, no good. And the rebound taken away by Tipton. Tipton his first rebound of the ball game. Third in the ball game for the Eagles as they'll work it up from right to left. Three-point jumper on the way. This one way off the mark from Malvo, but the rebound down low. Hesitation, nearly a travel, and looks like we'll have a jump ball. We'll wait to see. Carl Gray with the call on the outside, and we'll call Taunton with the hold. In fact, they'll call Marquez underneath instead. His first. Team foul number 2 on St. Thomas, or team number 1 on St. Thomas, as it will send Lawrence to the line for the first of 2 free throws. As Lawrence rims out the first one, long, no good. He'll have one more. Just over 16 minutes to play here in this opening half of the 2000 season. 2018-19 kicking off here from the Jerebick Center as they'll kick it ahead to Robinson. Numbers if they want it. Robinson will step back, won't take the three. He'll kick it across to Marquez, and it goes out of bounds. Second turnover against St. Thomas. A chance for Oklahoma Wesleyan to add to a 2-point lead, 6-4. As Malvo will break the timeline. Oklahoma Wesleyan in their road navy blue uniforms, red numbers, the white and red trim. Creating Will Combe, can't find space, kicks it out on the wing as he'll find Tipton. Tipton creates down low and the runner's good. Tipton able to corkscrew his way into the lane, and the large lead for either team now at 4, at 8-4. And this is a 5-0 run here by the Eagles of Oklahoma Wesleyan. Down low, Talton creates, turn, up off the glass, good. Nice entry pass to get Talton his 6th point of the game, and he has all 6 of the points for St. Thomas. Winding down to 15:20 to play here in the first half. As Malvo working far side, now dribbles back across the top, kick it on the wing, Rowe, open space, got away with a push-off, 3-point jumper on the way, no good. Flores tipped from behind, and that will be a foul called on the back of Rowe, as he'll pick up his first team foul against the Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles, and the shock troops coming in. 5 fresh bodies on the floor for Oklahoma Wesleyan, as we'll see Kirk Harris, as the ball up top. Still no substitutions for St. Thomas here in the early going. As a drive down low and a holding foul called by Manuel Bluford on the far side. Just under 15 minutes to play here in the first half. And it'll be out of bounds to St. Thomas. As St. Thomas wearing their camouflage grays is down low. Arroyo, short jumper in the lane. Nice pass from Marquez for the assist. And the first player other than Paul Taunton has a steal. Marquez, the short jumper from 10. 4 in a row for St. Thomas. And now 6 in a row as St. Thomas has retaken the lead by 2. As a push up quickly, working with the basketball is Jake Fikert. Fikert has it tipped away. Robinson will tip it himself. He'll turn it. He'll look. He'll spin. He'll reverse it off the glass and go. An 8-0 run by St. Thomas to build a 12-8 lead. First for Kennard Robinson in the ball game after getting the turnover. The 4th of the half for Oklahoma Wesleyan. And St. Thomas, their biggest lead at 4. On the wing to drive, the lean, the layup no good. The rebound down low, the short jumper off the window. It's going to be high off the glass and good for Jason Litchke. Litchke gets his first offensive rebound and put back. And the lead down to 2, 12-10. Fast moving first half so far as Taunton has it tipped away on the wing. The 3-point jumper on the way, that's off the mark by Robinson. And Litchke will secure the rebound, his 2nd in the early going. That's a drive down low. It looks like a holding foul called maybe on Marquez. We'll wait to see is Carl Gray the baseline called. And it will be Paris Marquez with his 2nd.
Number 5, Paris Marquez, his 2nd personal foul.
So out of bounds as we'll see Marquez out. Substitutions coming in here as we'll have Leonard Robinson checking in along with Nathan Thormelin. And Keaton Shaw, the junior out of Barbers Hill. Ball coming in quickly, near side with it Haddock can't take the three-pointer as Brooks Haddock looking for the long-range jumper. Leaves it up top for Fikert. Down low. The layup is going to roll in good for Clark Harris. Harris is his first basket of the ball game, and 4 in a row now for Oklahoma Wesleyan to even us up at 12-12. Looking on the wing to drive by Leonard Robinson out to Thormelin. He'll set. He'll kick it on the wing. Baseline three-point jumper is on the way and good. In fact, that was Shaw that gets the assist to Thormelin in the corner. His first basket of the season and a 15-12 lead for St. Thomas. Three-point jumper on the way. That's off the mark. No good. Rebound by Litchke. Back to another three. This one in better rhythm for Fikert. He'll get his first as Litchke will get the offensive rebound and the assist to tie us up at 15 apiece. Down low, ball tipped away as it's taken away by Murphy as the ball tipped and turnover number 5 against Oklahoma Wesleyan as Robinson nearly travels and kicks it on the wing to Shaw. Down low, they'll look for Leonard Robinson. Looking to come back up to Kennard as they'll reset the offense. The Twins on the floor together here working near side as Flores staying out there for St. Thomas as they'll work some clock here. First time we've seen the shot clock get under 15 seconds in a possession in this ball game as Robinson being held up. Flores sets, fires, 3 on the way, and the Maverick no good from Morton Ranch as the rebound taken away by Oklahoma Wesleyan as a long-range 3 and rhythm good as Brooks Haddock able to hit from distance. And it pushes the Eagles back to a 3-point lead, 18-15. On the wing, Thormelin reverses, sets, 3-point jumper good. As the young man from Katy, Texas, able to knock down his second consecutive 3, and another tie here in the ball game at 18 apiece. It's our 4th tie here in the early going. As over on the wing, far side, bringing it back up top. Set, fire 3 on the way, and that's good. Both teams beginning to light it up from distance. The 5th for Harris. 21-18, a 3-point lead for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Back to the top to Flores. Goes high post to Keaton Shaw. Shaw, the former Eagle from Barbers Hill. The turnaround 15-footer is good. Shaw found himself wide open and able to turn around, knock down a turnaround jumper to cut it to a 1-point game. Drive down low and the ball knocked away, and a traveling violation called on Oklahoma Wesleyan. That'll be the 6th turnover of the half against the Eagles, and out of bounds to St. Thomas. Come inbounds, Robinson. Thormelin will clear out as pressure being applied here by Oklahoma Wesleyan. As we see checking back in, Lance Tipton. In for the first time is Michael Alfred, the St. Michael's product out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Robinson, Kennard with the basketball. Looking baseline, skip pass up to Leonard. Down low, Alfred has it tipped away in a turnover number 4 against St. Thomas. The 1-point lead in the basketball for the Eagles as they'll kick it up near side. Looking to the low post as they try to find the cutter. Wilcom, and he traveled with the basketball. Another turnover against Oklahoma Wesleyan. As the clock continued to run, winding down to the 10-minute mark here in the first half. As a drive down low by Leonard Robinson, short arms the shot as Wilcombe coming over to get the rebound. His 4th of the ball game, all on the defensive glass. The kick out, looking for 3. Left-handed shot is up and good by Isaac Rowe, his first, and the lead extending out to 24-20. Back to a 4-point Oklahoma Wesleyan lead. Robinson the kick out to Leonard. Over on the wing to Shaw. Left side looking for help. Now brings it back to Alfred. Alfred back to the top. Asks Kennard Robinson to drive. The lean. The layup from 10. Rattles no good. Alfred fighting for the rebound, but taken away by Tipton. Right now the Eagles dominating the backboard. Short jumper's going to roll in and good for Wilcombe. He gets his first basket of the game. 26-20. And it's been a game of runs by both teams. A 7-0 run here by Oklahoma Wesleyan as Alfred creates space, jumps it up from 10 and good. Michael Alfred, the junior, his first basket of the season, 26-22. Has another three on the way. This one off the mark, no good. Battle for the loose ball, still taken away, and looks like we'll have a holding foul on the reach in. And credit the rebound to Lance Tipton. And they'll call it on Keaton Shaw.
His first personal foul.
Shaw will pick up his first 15 foul, or 14 foul against St. Thomas. As the ball comes up top, Oklahoma Wesleyan in the navy blue road uniforms, looking down low. St. Thomas, their camouflage grays with the red and gold trim. Top of the key three on the way. That rims out, no good. Shaw fighting for the loose ball, and it's going to be a holding foul underneath. Looks like it might be called on Robinson. They'll call it on Alfred instead. His first. In fact, that'll be team foul number 4 now. So both teams now with 4 team fouls. It's a 4-point lead. As they look down low for the drive from Rowe and kicks it out, and then another foul called. This one looks like it's on a Leonard Robinson. So that's number 5 against St. Thomas. Okay, 28 to play, first half, as they'll get it in up top to Malvo. Malvo trying to create space. Now sets, fires 3. It's off the mark, no good. And Shaw alone for the rebound. Keaton Shaw, his first rebound of the ball game. Then the ball nearly thrown away, but no chance to get it there for Rowe to save it inbounds. Just over 8 1/4 to play here in the first half. As Robinson will walk it up slowly with those bright pink sneakers. Coming near side, Thormelin will kick it on the wing as the offense has become a little stagnant. Kick on the wing, Alfred. Open 3 is good. Michael Alfred, his first from distance. 26-25, the lead is 1 with 5 in a row for St. Thomas. Looking down low, Wilcombe, skip pass across as Rowe trying to create some space baseline. Now kicks up top and throws it away. Turnover number 8 against Oklahoma Wesleyan, and Alfred's going to drive it. Lean it, no good. Tip follow try by Thormelin. Robinson sets, fires 3. That's off the mark, no good. 0 for 3 so far for Robinson in the ball game. Ball tipped away, and that's going to be another foul, this time on Leonard Robinson. Team foul number 6, so 1 away from the bonus here for Oklahoma Wesleyan. And Thormelin had a chance at the tip rebound but couldn't come away with it. As Robinson will check out. So it'll be Eagle basketball. Working across the timeline is Kirk Harris. Harris looking to turn the corner. Brings it back up top. Does it get it in the hands of Haddock? Brooks Haddock back to the top. Hesitation move across Keaton Shaw. Jumper off the window, no good. Rebound down low, tipped away and taken away. Good job by Alfred to be active there to tip the rebound over to Kennard Robinson. Robinson's going to split the defense. He'll drive it. He'll have it knocked out of bounds, and it stays with St. Thomas. 7 minutes to play here in the first half. St. Thomas looking to retake the lead. We've had 3 lead changes and 4 ties so far in the early going. As Flores gets it in bounds to Alfred. Top of the key 3 by Thormelin's good. Thormelin stretched out to about 25 feet that time and gives the lead back to St. Thomas. 4th lead change of the half, and St. Thomas to a 28-26 lead. Working with it on the wing. They'll look down low to the big man, Murphy. Murphy trying to create space. Now back to the top. The 3-point jumper denied initially, but taken on the wing by Fikert. Fikert, his second basket of the ball game, and the lead back to Oklahoma Wesleyan, 29-28. 5 lead changes here in the first 20 minutes. Still 6:15 to go in the first half. Once again, Thormelin feeling his oats, that time a little bit too far out of his range. Easy rebound down low that time for Harris, as Harris gets his first. Skip pass across. Open wing three by Haddock, no good. Taken down low by Robinson. Robinson will push it up quickly. Breaks the timeline, now holds on to Alfred, and Alfred fouled on the arm, so a holding foul called. And that'll be team foul number 5 against the Eagles.
That's his first personal foul. Team fifth. Checking into the game for the Hills number 0, Paul Talton. He's in for number 22, Deep Shaw.
So substitution in as Talton back in. A very short bench so far for Coach Anthony Medina. As the ball coming inbounds. Winding down to 5:50 to play here in the first half. As Robinson creating down low. Taunton has it tipped away, but he's fouled on the arm and will have 2 free throws. First trip to the line for St. Thomas. And this will be only free throws number 3 and 4 attempted of the game.
On the line to shoot 2 for the Counts, number 0, Paul Talton.
So Talton, the 6'3 junior at the line for the first time, can give the lead back to St. Thomas as he rattles home the first. No good. It comes out. He will have one more. Second free throw for Talton. This one swishes through good. So 1 of 2 that trip for Talton. (29-29). And our 5th tie of the half. Kirk Harris, the 6'1 senior, across the time. Oh, a reach in, but a foul called as Carl Gray saw hand on the arm there. And this one on Kennard Robinson. Team foul number 7, so a 1-and-1 here for a good free throw shooting redshirt sophomore Jake Fikert.
1-1 for the Eagles, number 12, Jake Fikert.
Fikert, 5'11 redshirt sophomore with the free throw, trying to get the bonus and will.
Checking into the game for the Eagles, number 2, Brandon Berger. He's in for number 21, Chris Murphy, back on the line to shoot 1 for the Eagles, number 12, Jake Fikert.
So one more for Fikert. Out of Flower Mound High School, gets both free throws. 31-29, breaks the tie. Oklahoma Wesleyan in the bonus the remainder of this first half as I look down low. Taunton creates space, and that's offensive foul. Pushed off to get space there, trying to set it up for Alfred. His second. Team foul number 8. Turnover number 4 against St. Thomas.
Checking into the game for the Cubs, number 13, Arroyo Alea.
So Arroyo Alea back in. The former Ram out of Ailey Felsick High School. As the ball nearly taken away, now comes inbounds. As working up with the dribble is Harris. He'll break the timeline, covered up by Robinson. Now back to the top as they'll get it to Brandon Bird. First time we've seen him in the ball game. Bird will leave it near side for Fikert. Fikert to dribble, to drive, to lean. That's going to be a blocking foul coming over on the pass off. It looked like they called Arroyo Alea for being in the circle. Carl Gray with the call and Alea with his first. That's 9 team fouls against St. Thomas, so the 1-and-1 here for Harris. And in fact, it looks like they're going to send Fikert to the line for 2 free throws as he was attempting to get the ball underneath to Brandon Bird. So the former Jaguar from Flower Mound High School up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area with the free throw good. So it will be double bonus time on the next foul for St. Thomas. 32-29, one more free throw coming. Can build to a 33-29 lead, a 4-point lead here with a make. And Fikert good on both. As Robinson Works it up slowly, so come right side. Yeah, he's looking for the dribble drive, the turning lane. Robinson almost has it taken away. Robinson looking down low to Taunton. Taunton spins. Jumps hook from 5 is rattling no good. Coming over trying to get the rebound is Cameron Gims out of Cy Fair High School, the former Bobcat. 3-point jumper on the wing the other way, and good. Haddock wasted no time launching a 23-footer there. And a 36-29 lead, the largest of the ball game for Oklahoma Wesleyan, up 7. And St. Thomas needed a basket as Gims with the basketball looks far side to Robinson, waiting for the layup pick. Now Robinson steps back from 17, a wild shot that goes out of bounds and a turnover on St. Thomas. Robinson has been completely out of sync in this ball game with his shot. And I just don't understand. It's early in the season, but that was just a shot that made no sense. So Fikert set to inbounds on the 5th turnover of the ball game against St. Thomas, as Bird will work it up man-to-man against Flores. Far side with it, Fikert looking for the drive against Alea. Up top, Taunton defensively. Down low, the leader off the glass. It's up and good, and a foul. Harris will get the basket. He'll also get the 3-point opportunity as he heads to the line. And the lead has ballooned now.
His first personal foul. On the line to shoot one for the Eagles, number 4.
To 38-29. As the free throw is good. So a good night from the free throw line, and now a 10-point lead, up double digits for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Clock winding, 3:42 to play first half. It's a 3 on the way by Flores. A big basket there by the former Morton Ranch Maverick. And St. Thomas trying to climb back in this first half, down 7 in a 3-possession ball game with 3:25 to play here in the first half. As Rowe will work it near side, the kick out on the wing, coming back up top, wide open 3. This is off the mark, no good. Long rebound though will come out to Rowe. It's his first offensive of the game. And the kick out, 3-point jumper. This one off the mark once again. And Alea open for the rebound. And right now it's going to be something that you'll see from St. Thomas. They're going to have to work on the rebounding situations as that foul occurring underneath on the drive. So the foul called on Rowe, his second. 17 foul against Oklahoma Wesleyan, and a free throw opportunity for Alea. 6'3" senior out of Elsick High School. With the free throw good as it rattles home. He'll have one more. 4 in a row now for St. Thomas with another to come. 3 minutes to play here in this first half. Alea good on the free throw. So the lead has been cut in half, 39-34. St. Thomas down 5. As Malvo will work it near side, ball nearly tipped away, but up to the top to Tipton. Tipton working it to Malvo. Malvo's spin move, trying to come across the top, and a blocking foul coming over on Arroyo Alea. And it looks like he might have had position, but moving there late, as Alea will pick up number 2.
His second personal foul. On the line to shoot 2.
So that'll be team foul number 10 on St. Thomas. As 2 free throws coming up from Malvo, misses the first. Got off to a hot start from the outside. Second free throw coming. This one good. Breaks the 5-0 run by St. Thomas, and a timeout called. 2:44 to play first half here live from the Jerebick. And back live here from the Jerrick Center on the campus of University of St. Thomas in Houston. 6-point lead. Flores throws it away under pressure, and not a good attempt that time by St. Thomas to break the half-court pressure against the Eagles. As the ball will come inbounds, holding on to it to Malvo. He'll set up the offense. Oklahoma Wesleyan with the 8-0 run, or the 10-0 run to take the 9-point lead. And have held that lead so far. In fact, pushed it to a 10-point lead, so it's an 11-0 run. As Malvo the drive, the dish on the wing. They'll kick it back up top. 3-point jumper on the way. Front rim no good. And that's going to be a travel before the shot as Manuel Bluford with the call underneath. The offensive rebound there for Wilcombe, but turns it over. That's number 9 of the ball game for Oklahoma Wesleyan. We're down to 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Wraparound pass. Taunton trying to create. Kicks it on the wing to Flores. Down low. Taunton fouled going up for the shot. And he'll head to the line for 2 free throws. So they'll call it on Wilcombe. That'll be the 8th team foul. So 1:53 to play here in the first half as Taunton will have 2 free throws. His second trip to the line. 1 for 2 so far. It will be a shooting foul, so he'll get the 2 free throws here. As a free throw no good by Taunton, they'll have 1 more. Donnie Boswick, the head coach of Oklahoma Wesleyan, assisted by Gene Hartman, Blake Zink, and Ian Spade. St. Thomas, Anthony Medina mentioned in the 4th season of his helm, 16-12 a year ago, 8-10. Assisted by Peter Hertgren, Brian Bale, and Robert Bird. Second for Taunton is good. Quickly inbounds to Malvo. 40-35. It's a 5-point ball game. Down to 1:45 to play here in the first half. In a exciting, fast-moving first half. Ball up to the top. Looking for the drive is Lawrence. Lawrence will kick it back out to Malvo. Malvo creates some space. 17-footer's good, and he may have been fouled on the shot. Late call as the basket good, and coming over, committing the foul is Linus Brown out of Rosenberg Terry High School, the former Ranger. He'll pick up his first. A 5'9" freshman out of Terry High School. So the free throw good, 43-35, just that quickly to an 8-point lead. As Brown will bring it across half court. Alea, the drive, the lean, no good, and a foul coming up. And the officials have blown a lot of whistles here in the first half. It'll be 2 free throws coming up on the blocking foul, and St. Thomas the double bonus the rest of the way. That's the 19 foul.
Team 9. On the line to shoot the 1-on-1 for the Gilts. Correction, shooting 2 for the Gilts.
So 2 free throws coming up here for Arroyo Alea. First by Alea, rolls in good. 2 for 3 now from the line for Alea. 43-36 can cut it to a 2-possession game, and does. As the ball will come inbounds quickly. Tipton looks to get it across half court as he'll get it to Fikert. Fikert looking on the wing down low. The hesitation back up. Tipton wide open for 3, and it's good. And the shots knocking down from the outside for Oklahoma Wesleyan to build the 9-point lead. Brown on the wing to Gims. Up top to Flores. May have traveled, got away with it. Down low, Taunton wide open. Shot no good. Over the back, no call. Kicks it out to Alea. He'll drive. He'll lean. He'll roll it up, no good. Short-armed it underneath, and we'll have a held ball that will go to St. Thomas, so they'll hold the possession. So credit the offensive rebound to Paul Taunton. That's his 3rd of the ball game. And underneath to St. Thomas. Now there'll be 26 on the shot clock, 50 on the first half game clock. That's Flores looking to get it inbounds. Will come up top to Gams. On the wing to Flores. Flores looking to drive down low, trying to create space. Kicks it to Brown. Witness Brown trying to create into the lane. Jumps it up from 10, no good. Rebound tipped away, but Tipton controls it. Fourth rebound for Tipton. As he'll bring it near side. Three-point jumper on the way, and that's good once again for Lawrence. Lawrence, his first basket of the ball game. 49 to 37. And they'll call a loose ball foul on the play on top of it with 29 seconds left. And so the two free throw opportunity is going to be the dagger right here. Heading toward halftime, it's now 50-37 lead with one more coming. Second free throw is also good, 51-37. And Oklahoma Wesleyan has blown this one open here in the first half with a 14-point lead and a big late run on a 8-1 run. Under 20 seconds left to play first half as the clock continues to roll. Brown will yo-yo the dribble out near midcourt. St. Thomas needs a basket here to close out this first half. That's looking for the drive. Brown hesitates with 6. Down to 5. Taunton. Spin move down low, and he is held on the pass hop. It'll be 2 free throws anyway, as Taunton looks like he may have come up lame. They'll call it on Litchke. So with 3.5 seconds left to play, Taunton to the line once again, where he has 2 for 4. First free throw once again is short. A chance to cut it to a 13-point game. Still plenty of time for a shot here for Oklahoma Wesleyan. As Taunton once again good on the shot. As they'll get it inbounds quickly with 3, down to 2, down to 1. The runner from 40 feet is off the mark, no good. As Malvo came up just short on the shot at the end of the first half of 51-38. And back live here from Houston, Texas. A kick-out pass on the wing. Baseline three-point jumper, and they continue to knock them down. A big shot right there by Albert Lawrence, and the lead has ballooned up to 16, the largest of the ball game for Oklahoma Wesleyan. And down low, three-point jumper, no good. Ball long rebound to Robinson. He'll take it and drive it, lean it from 5, and good. Robinson did not have a good first half. And a run needed here for St. Thomas. Try to climb back in this ball game, down by 14 points, 54-40. Climbing down to 19-10 to play here in the second half. A packed house here at St. Thomas in this season opener of 2018-2019. And the offense at times has been inconsistent so far. As a shot down low, the layup no good. Rebound follow, though, is good. And right now, St. Thomas getting beat on the outside and the inside as Wilcombe gets the offensive rebound and gets a basket out of it. 56-40. A very tightly called first half with over 21 fouls called. Three-point jumper is going to rim out by a layup. They'll kick it out quickly to Malvo. Malvo into the lane. That's going to be easy to lay up and good off the glass by Rowe. And the lead now ballooning to 58-40. And it is all Oklahoma Wesleyan right now. As Alea gets the ball over on the wing to Robinson. Taunton, spin move, turns it over. And out of bounds off St. Thomas, their first turnover of the second half. And their 7th of the ball game. St. Thomas is going to extend pressure here on the turnover. As they'll get it in quickly, Oklahoma Wesleyan in their road navy blue uniforms, red numbers, white and red trim. Looking for the 3. They'll go down low to Wilcombe. Down low to layup up and good. And right now it is all Oklahoma Wesleyan as they've blown this one open up 60-40. And there's just been no answer for St. Thomas either from the outside or the inside. The offense just is not finding the mark as Robinson gets down low, holds it up to Marquez. Marquez trying to create space. Teardrops it from 10 and gets it to roll. Marquez, his first basket of the ball game, 60-42. And St. Thomas needs a huge run to try to cut this lead as Marquez tips it on the wing. Marquez will get it back from Taunton on the turnover. First of the half against Oklahoma Wesleyan. Down low, Alea is going to lay it up off the glass and good. His second basket for 4 points, 4 in a row for St. Thomas, but the lead is still 16. Winding down to 17 minutes to play here in half number 2. Long range 3 on the way. That one's off the mark, no good. That's going to be over the back on Wilcom. He'll get his second foul, first team foul of the second half.
His second personal foul. Team's first.
So out of bounds to St. Thomas. 17:01 to play. Clock rolling now here in the second half. As St. Thomas working from right to left in the camouflage grays with the red and gold. As Marquez works it back near the three-point line, or the volleyball stripe. Working to the three-point line. Now looking for the drive. Got held. No call. Marquez will set. Fire 3. No good. Long rebound will come down to Rowe. That's Rowe, the drive. Ball tipped away. Turnover on the Eagles. The drive by Robinson. He'll lean. He'll lay it up, and he'll roll it in good. That's where Robinson's his best. That is shades of Sam Houston High School basketball right there. Able to get out on the wing and make something happen with his speed. Has Malvo looking high post to Wilcom. Jumper from 17 is good. Face-up jumper right there, no problem for Wilcom as he gets his 6 points, second of the half. 62-46. Has the jumper, long, no good. Down low, Alea's going to lay it up, has it blocked. First of the night for Wilcom. Not a lot of blocks by either team as a three-point jumper way off the mark, no good. And Marquez is going to get it to Sam Flores. Flores will push it up quickly. He'll lay it up and he'll roll it off the glass, no good. But I think they're going to count the basket on basket interference. Flores will get his first inside the arc for 5 points. So the lead at 14, 15:38 to play here in the second half. Has Nathan Thormelin back on the floor. Also checking in Keaton Shaw out of Barbers Hill. Thormelin out of Katy High School. Fikert looking to get in. Robinson tips it, but stays with OKW. And so get it in quickly as we'll see Chris Murphy in. And some earlier fresh bodies coming in for the Eagles here in the second half. That's Murphy looking near side to Haddock, who's back in. Haddock looking to turn it right side. Comes back to the top, into the hands of Litchke. Now looking for the drive, trying to create space. Ball tipped away, and another turnover. It's 3 in a row against Oklahoma Wesleyan. They'll leave it for Thormelin. Baseline, Robinson won't take the three. Now drives, now leans. He'll lay it up. He'll roll it in. Good, and a foul! Kennard Robinson able to split the defense and get the basket to fall. And the first chance at a three-point opportunity in the ball game for St. Thomas as the lead is down to 12 with a chance to cut it to 11 here for St. Thomas. And it's been the defense that's triggered the offense right now as Robinson looks like he may have taken an elbow to the hip on the drive. As he's trying to stretch out that right side. Checking in will be Brandon Bird. Bird, a 6'7" senior. Checking in first time here in the second half. Robinson. The free throw short, no good. So the lead stays at 12 with 15 minutes to play here in the second half. What was once a 20-point lead. As yo-yoing the dribble, Kirk Harris drops it off to Haddock. Haddock working against Marquez, gets into the lane, jumps up from 17, rims out no good, but he is fouled and will head to the line for 2 free throws. Marquez will pick up number 3. Second team foul against St. Thomas, or first team foul against St. Thomas here in the half. And a chance to extend the lead out for Brooks Haddock. His first trip to the line for the 5'10" senior. And the first one swishes through good. A very good shooting team, and also from the free throw line. An above-average team for the Eagles. The lead back to 14 with both free throws good. As we get it in quickly to Robinson. 64-50 second half. Robinson dishes it down low. Shaw, the hesitation from 17, rattles home and good. Shaw, his second basket of the ball game, 64-52. St. Thomas continuing to try to hang around here and draw back into this game. Robinson, nice job tipping the ball away. He'll call the timeout, and he'll take the timeout as St. Thomas forces the turnover with just over 14:20 to play here in the second half. Coming back live, it'll be St. Thomas basketball after this on CooperSports.net.
Hey, we're going to do the Asian thing, honey barbecue and hot.
And St. Thomas making a run after being down by as many as 20. Robinson splitting the defense. He'll drive it. He'll lean it once again, and it's fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Robinson has struggled with his free throw shooting. We'll see if he can capitalize here.
Number 21, Chris Murphy.
As Chris Murphy will pick up his first. Third team foul against Oklahoma Wesleyan. And this is a reverse of what we saw in the first half with Oklahoma Wesleyan getting to the basket and getting contact and getting to the bonus early. Robinson settles in the free throw good. He will have one more. He's now 1 for 2. 64-53. St. Thomas down 11 with one more free throw coming. As Robinson, second free throw, also good. So it's a 10-point ball game just that quickly. St. Thomas in less than 2.5 minutes has cut the lead in half. Pressure being applied as Haddock nearly throws it away. Pressure, the drive. They'll kick it on the wing. No three-point opportunity there for Fikert as he'll reset the offense back up top to Harris. Harris working with the right-handed dribble drive. He'll hesitate from 17. Good. Kirk Harris with a big basket there for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Pushes the lead back to 12 points. As down low Flores, a skip pass across. Underneath, Shaw's going to lay it up and good. Shaw with his second basket of the half, and a good look down low by Flores, finding him wide open. 13:30. Clock continuing to roll here in the second half. As he'll kick it back to the top to Bird. Bird likely to create a shot down low. Spin move, up and under. Shot no good, but a holding foul is going to be called on Nathan Thormelin. He'll pick up his first of the ball game. So 2 free throws coming up here for Chris Murphy.
Number 21, Chris Murphy.
Murphy able to pick up the offensive rebound on that possession. Can push us back to a 12-point game from the line. Rattles home good on the first. 67-56. Second free throw, also good. 68-56, back to a 12-point game. Murphy on the make will check out. As he'll check back in, Lance Tipton. Winding down, 13-15 to play, second half, still a 12-point lead as Robinson splits the defense wide open. Completely parted, but could not get the basket to go as Wilkins going to get his 8th rebound of the ball game as a drive coming the other way by Malvo. They'll kick it up top, and that's going to be a travel. Tipton tried to get into a shot, but turns it over. That'll be turnover number 4 of the half against Oklahoma Wesleyan, and out of bounds to St. Thomas as Shaw will trigger the inbounds to Robinson. And St. Thomas would like another run, but the ball thrown away. Turnover number 3 of the half for the Celts. As they'll bring an inbounds to Rowe. Left to right here in the half for the Eagles of Oklahoma Wesleyan. Ball tipped away. Thormelin fighting for it, but Rowe gets it back. on the wing, the drive. That's going to be an offensive foul. And it will be. The drive and the lean in that time by Tipton just got sloppy with the basketball. It'll be turnover number 4, team foul, or turnover number 5, team foul number 4. And out of bounds to St. Thomas. Carl Gray on the baseline looked outside for help. And a possession foul called there is the second on Tipton. So some moisture on the floor being cleaned up, and it'll be out of bounds to St. Thomas. And the home camouflage. As Robinson will work it up for St. Thomas to Paris Marquez checking back in. The former Eagle out of Atascocita High School. Marquez trying to open up space, gets the long-range jumper to go. Marquez with his first from distance, 68-59. St. Thomas has cut the lead under double figures, and just that quickly down low, the lob pass, and Wilcombe is going to hammer it home. Malvo with the assist, 70-69 or 59. Back to an 11-point lead. 12 minutes to play as Flores cut off. On the wing, Robinson sets, fires, in rhythm, good. Back-to-back threes for St. Thomas. 70-62. It's now an 8-point ball game. The drive the other way by Malvo. The layup no good. Push off maybe there by Wilcombe and gets the basket as he gets the offensive rebound and putback. 72-62. So the lead continues to fluctuate back, and a timeout called by Anthony Alfred in as St. Thomas will maintain the possession here down by 10 as Marquez looking around the Keaton Shaw pick, drives, leans it, got fouled on the pass off. As the reach in will be called on Albert Lawrence. 5th team foul against Oklahoma Wesleyan. So St. Thomas a couple of fouls away from shooting the remainder of the game with 11:30 to play here in the second half. As Flores looking to get it in bounds, throws it to Marquez and throws it away. Just a bad pass in a tough situation there. Turnover number 4 as Marquez. Looks like he may be a little slow to get up. And there may be a blood issue here with Paris Marquez. Manuel Bluford, the closest official now. Anthony Medina coming over to check on Marquez. And Marquez, a key contributor from the outside here for St. Thomas, and you'd hate to lose his shooting stroke. Marquez up. And walking slowly, so it was a leg issue, not a upper body situation. And we'll see if he can make his way back on the court as he is slowly working his way over to the St. Thomas bench without help. As we'll see Kennard Robinson checking back in as Marquez out. And looks like he may be grabbing a hamstring issue right now as he was trying to reach over and stretch out to grab that loose ball on the inbounds pass from Flores. So Oklahoma Wesleyan will work it across half court as Malvo will work between the legs with the dribble. Now nearly carries it, gets into the lane, spins it, tosses it down low, creating space, and the layup is going to be no good. Ball tipped out and controlled by Rowe. Rowe's going to drive and dish it. He'll kick it back up top to Malvo as Rowe with his 4th rebound of the ball game, 3 of those on the offensive glass. We're down to 11 minutes to play second half as Wilcombe working. Kicks it on the wing. 3-point jumper on the way. That's off the mark. No good. Long rebound by Alfred. He'll kick it ahead to Flores. Flores, the skip pass across to Thormelin, who lays it up. No good. Foul, and Thormelin will head to the line. Late getting over is Wilcombe. He'll probably pick up the foul. So his 3rd. That's a big foul right there. St. Thomas will be shooting the rest of the way. Thormelin will have 2 here. Thormelin, the senior or junior out of Katy, Texas. First free throw is good for the former Tiger. He will have one more. 72-63. It's a 9-point game once again. St. Thomas can climb within 8 on a made free throw. Fikert back in as Wilcombe will check out. So a much smaller lineup in here with Rowe, the 6'8 senior, being the tallest on the floor, but probably not the most physical of the players. And both free throws good. So Thormelin good on both free throws. 72-64. It's an 8-point lead for Oklahoma Wesleyan and the basketball. Clock winding under 10:40 to play, second half. And once again, the second time St. Thomas has cut it down to an 8-point game after being down by as many as 20. Malvo up top. Rowe, the drive, the dish, three-point jumper on the way is good. Malvo, another big three-pointer, his first of the second half. 75-64, back to an 11-point lead. Robinson will kick it near side. Short jumper in the lane will rim out, no good. Ball tipped away and controlled by Rowe on the miss on the short jumper by Alfred. As looking baseline, the kick out, wide open three on the way is rattling, no good. Break for St. Thomas. Alfred has it tipped away, no good. Ball tipped away by Thormelin, still loose down low, catching and losing the basketball out of bounds was Rowe. Rowe got the offensive rebound after getting the pass from Tipton and just let go of it as he thought he was wide open, and pressure from behind, that time by Shaw, forced the turnover. Clock winding, 9:45 to play second half, and a break for St. Thomas as Robinson. Catch, the layup, good. Robinson able to work it up off the glass. He's now in double figures with 11. 75-66, it's a 9-point ball game. 9:30 to play here in the second half. As looking on the wing with the basketball. Lawrence. Top of the key three is on the way, and good. Rowe with his second from distance. 78-66 to a 12-point lead. And the threes for twos are going the other way at this point. Thormelin flashing out for three. That one rims out, no good. Rowe alone for the rebound. Has a look on the wing to Malvo. Trying to create space, Fikert. Kick on the wing, three, and that's going to be back rim, no good. Shaw will fight for the loose ball and control it. Keaton Shaw, the former Eagle, with his second rebound, has a ball ahead to Flores down low. The layup is going to be up and good by Michael Alfred. Nice look underneath by Shaw for the basket. It's a 10-point ball game, 78-68, as the running one-hander no good, and Thormelin along for the rebound. Second rebound for Thormelin. Flores ahead. He'll teardrop it from 5, no good. He'll get his own rebound from 5, no good. And Rowe will come away with it. A couple of good looks that time by Flores on the offensive glass, but couldn't capitalize as Malvo on the wing. Fikert will hold on as the ball cleared near side to Rowe, and a timeout called by Oklahoma Wesleyan University. With just over 8 minutes to play, second to a 12-point game, now sitting at 10 at the moment. Has Malvo with the basketball for Oklahoma Wesleyan, setting up the offense. On the wing near side with it is Rowe. Rowe with a three-pointer his last possession. Short jumper in the lane. Rims out, no good. Thormelin a home for the rebound. He'll get his third as the ball tipped away and turned over by St. Thomas. The drive, the layup, and the follow by Rowe is no good. Looks like the foul was called on the shot by Lawrence. That'll be the third team foul on St. Thomas. Thormelin will pick up his second, out of bounds to Oklahoma Wesleyan. And officials getting together asking if it was a shooting foul. And it was not, so the inbounds triggered underneath by Oklahoma Wesleyan as the baseline jumper is going to rattle home and good for Malvo. Malvo's first basket from outside the arc as the layup up and good by Thormelin. And just like quickly the answer by St. Thomas to make it a 10-point game once again. St. Thomas needing defense, down 7-10 with 7:25 to play here from the Jerebick Center in Houston, Texas. Ball tipped away by Thormelin. He has space. He's being chased by Rowe. He'll lay it up and he'll roll it no good. Keaton Shaw will get the rebound. They'll kick it up top. Alfred. Wide open. Three is good! Michael Alfred with his second three for 10 points in the ball game, 80-73. St. Thomas down 7, as close as they've been in a while. Has timeout called by Oklahoma Wesleyan. They'll take the full timeout, and we'll take the timeout with them. Coming back live after this on Coopersports.net.
When I decided to come back to Lamar.
Veolia.
Three fulls and a 30-second timeout left. 4 fulls and a 30-second for St. Thomas. 6:50 to play here in the second half. Clock beginning to roll as Malvo with the basketball, waiting for help as he looks to try to find Fikert. Ball tipped away. Malvo almost turned it over. Gets it on the wing to Lawrence. Lawrence to drive. The kick out on the wing. Holding up Rowe. Sets, fires, left-handed three on the way. It's good. Big answer basket by the Eagles. 83-73 pushes it back to a 10-point lead. And St. Thomas just continuing to try to climb the hill. As Shaw holding on against pressure, looks down low. Paul Totten check back in. Flores fouled, driving to the basket, may have gotten a knee, and he goes down in a heap. They're going to the free throw line. He'll have a 1-and-1 opportunity. And that was just a direct shot into the thigh area of Sam Flores. He'll try to walk it off as you get that knee right in the thigh, and it just sort of causes everything to lock up on you. But Flores is going to game it out and stay in. Can cut it back down to an 8-point ball game here with this 1-and-1 opportunity. And the foul looked like it was called on Fikert. That's his first. 7th foul against Oklahoma Wesleyan. So Flores, the senior from Morton Ranch High School out in Katy ISD. Sets and misses the free throw, no good. Coming back in, Wilcomb gets the rebound. He's in double figures now with rebounds. Has the ball tipped away and turned over. 6 turnover as ahead. Alfred's going to drive it, lay it up, no good. Wilcomb coming over is going to pick up number 4, and that's team foul number 8 against Oklahoma Wesleyan. So Wilcomb probably will head back to the bench. We'll wait to see if the head coach Donnie Bostwick lets him try to play through it. So Alfred to the line for 2 free throws. And that's a miss once again, and St. Thomas missing a golden opportunity to try to cut into this lead with 6:07 to play. So we will see Will come out along with Rowe, so a much smaller lineup in there. As checking back in is the 6'5" Lance Tipton. Also, Jake Litschke back in. Second free throw is good. Has the ball controlled by Malvo as he'll walk it up against Leonard Robinson. The drive down low, ball nearly taken away, nearly a travel, and then the layup up and good by Litschke. His second basket for 4 points. 85-74 as the ball tipped away from St. Thomas. That's their 12th turnover. And the ball in an 11-point lead for Oklahoma Wesleyan. 5:30 to play as a 3-point jumper, no good. Totten alone for the rebound. 5th rebound for Paul Totten. As Alfred coming across to Flores. Baseline look by Leonard Robinson. It's good. He'll hammer home the 3. 85-77. Back to an 8-point ball game, nearly tipped away. Robinson, that's going to be, oh, wow. A break for Oklahoma Wesleyan. That ball almost rolled off the arm of Lawrence on that far sideline near the Oklahoma Wesleyan bench, and he probably got the favorable call there because of proximity. 5:14 to play as the ball tipped away by Robinson. Robinson being chased by Malvo, and the layup will be up and good. Robinson with 5 in a row to push this to a 5-point ball game. 85, or a 6-point game, 85-79, and we're under 5 minutes to play. Malvo will hold on to the dribble. Leonard Robinson, the offensive spark here. Waiting for the high pick, Malvo, looking for space. Works around the pick. Robinson drops back as Flores almost comes away with the steal. Down low, Malvo throws it up, no good. Got into traffic and had nowhere to go with it. That's coming across Alfred. Gets it ahead, Shaw. The tip back. Shaw won't take the three. Has it knocked away. Controlled by St. Thomas. As they'll leave it for Taunton. Coming back up to Robinson. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. 4:25 and 15 seconds left on the rolling shot clock here as Robinson into the lane to wrap around a Taunton layup and good. What a look by Leonard Robinson. It's a 4-point ball game with 4:10 to play, and what a look by Leonard Robinson finding Taunton cutting to the basket. Has the drive near side, ball tipped away and another steal. Ahead Robinson, he'll take it to the basket. He'll lay it up, no good. Got fouled, no call. Tipped to Shaw. Shaw will create space. He's shot no good and out of bounds off of Oklahoma Wesleyan. It'll be St. Thomas basketball. A couple of missed layup opportunities and a timeout called by Oklahoma Wesleyan. 3:51 to play, second half, back after this timeout. The women's doubleheader on Thursday. Then Saturday it'll be Texas A&M, Texarkana that'll come to town. As the jumper shot, no, go get on the baseline. Has the ball free on the baseline. Down low, Alfred will lay it up and reverse it good. It's a 2-point ball game. As St. Thomas has come all the way back to cut it down to a 2-point lead. (85-83), the run by St. Thomas on a 12-2 run to cut this down to 2. Up top, 3-point jumper on the way is good. Big basket by Tipton, his first 3-pointer. 88-83, back to a 5-point lead. It'll make it a 2-possession game. As that's going to be an offensive foul, trying to set the high pick by Flores. Turnover number 7.5, team foul number 4. As Flores will pick up his first. So walking it up will be Rowe. We're down, closing in on 3 minutes to play here in the second half. As Rowe working left wing with it. Now back to the top as he works with the dribble, picked up by Thormelin, or by Shaw. That's going to be an offensive foul. Shaw coming over, getting into space, and Rowe did not agree with the call. That'll be the 7th turnover and the 9th team foul against Oklahoma Wesleyan. The 3rd on Isaac Rowe. Alfred leaves it baseline to Shaw. Shaw trying to create space, gets it to Robinson, down low to Taunton. He's wide open for the layup and misses it. No good. The rebound coming across to Wilcomb. Coming the other way, looking for the baseline 3, holding on is Lawrence. Now looking down low to Wilcomb, trying to create space against the smaller Taunton. Jump hook from 5 is no good, and Taunton there for the rebound. Strong effort there defensively by Paul Taunton. Robinson, quick as a jet, will lay it up good! Leonard Robinson, another basket for St. Thomas. 88-85, it's a 3-point ball game. 2:08 to play here in the second half, and the clock continuing to roll. As we wind under 2 minutes to play, Malvo with the basketball. Looking far side as they try to find Lawrence. Down low to skip pass. Robinson will take it away. Another turnover on Oklahoma Wesleyan. They can tie with a 3 or cut it to 1 with a 2. And a layup by Alfred is good. 88-87, St. Thomas down 1. Down as many as 20 earlier in the second half. Down 64-44 at one point. St. Thomas has pushed this back to a one-point ball game as Malvo working. The long-range three is good. Huge shot by KJ Malvo with his 14th of the ball game. 91-87, and a timeout called as Flores looks like he might have taken another hit to that leg. With 1:18 to play, we'll see if Anthony Medina wants to take a timeout here. Still has plenty as he'll bring Kennard Robinson back in. And what an entertaining opener for 2018-19 here between these two teams. It was expected to be exciting, and these two teams have not failed to deliver. It looked like that Oklahoma Wesleyan was going to deliver the early knockout here in the second half, but St. Thomas has not given up. It's taught, and a give and go to Robinson. Robinson looking baseline, slips and turns it over. Coming across, Lowe with the basketball, and he is fouled. Rowe, and will walk to the line for a 1-and-1 on team foul number 7. In fact, will not be the 1-and-1 yet. It'll be out of bounds. So still a couple to give here for St. Thomas with 1:09 to play. Tipton looking to get it in. Comes baseline to Rowe. Rowe trying to find space against a much smaller Robinson. Robinson trying to body up, looking for help. Skip pass across as they'll get it up top to Malvo. He'll fire to three. That's off the mark. No good. The long rebound to Leonard Robinson. He'll get it ahead to Alfred. The spin move in the lane. To jumper from 5 is good. Alfred with the basket. The clock rolling here as it's a 2-point ball game, 91-89. Oklahoma Wesleyan holding the possession down to 35 seconds left to play here in the second half. As Malvo will yo-yo the dribble. Robinson will pick him up top defensively, waiting for the high pick from Wilcombe. Playing with 4 fouls. They'll leave it up top, looking for the drive, the spin move. Robinson covering. Rowe with the three-point jumper way off the mark, no good. And the rebound to St. Thomas. And they'll call a shot clock violation with 13.7 seconds left to play here in the second half, and out of bounds to St. Thomas. So it'll be a 9th turnover. St. Thomas down 2 with the basketball. Timeout call by the Celts. We'll come back live after this on CougarSports.net.
I would say the main reason that
come calling here to Houston, Texas. So 13.7 seconds left to play. Ball coming inbounds to St. Thomas. A 2 to tie, a 3 to win. Robinson looking for help up top. Drives it, leans it, rolls it once again, no good. The rebound down low by Tog is good! And we are tied at 91 apiece. Timeout called as St. Thomas with... We'll see. Malvo would probably be the most likely one that you would see handle the basketball here and look for the final shot, as it'll be a full court opportunity here for the Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles as a jumper at the buzzer short. And we are going to head to overtime here in the opening game of 2018-19. We'll put 5 on the clock. We'll come back with the overtime. Coming back live after this, tied at 91 apiece on University of St. Thomas basketball.
In today's tough times, you need an economic advisor you can trust to be there.
7124. That's 903-630-7124. Online at tylerscreen.com.
And back live here from the Jerbic Center as we are set to go to overtime here. Ball tipped in control by the blue-clad Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles on the road here at the Jerbic Center. Malvo with the basketball, leaves it near side to Rowe. Rowe looking high post to Wilcombe. Now down low, spin move, nice jump off the glass and good for Lance Tipton. Tipton his 3rd basket of the ball game for 7 points. 93-91, back to a 2-point Oklahoma Wesleyan lead as Robinson into the lane, leaves it for Alfred. Teardrop from 10, will roll, no good. Alfred will chase his own rebound, leaves it for Leonard Robinson and turns it over. The 9th turnover of the half against St. Thomas and their 15th of the ball game. Rowe will work it far side as he looks down low. Wilcombe playing with the 4 fouls, fumbles a travel, got away with it, and rolls it up and in. Lost the possession, was able to get it back, and 4 in a row to open up the overtime for Oklahoma Wesleyan to a 95-91 lead As Robinson will leave it for Leonard Robinson. Baseline threes off the mark, no good, and it's all Oklahoma Wesleyan to start this overtime with a possession and a 4-point lead. 3:50 to play. Has a hesitation up top by Tipton. Won't take the three. Looks far side for Lawrence. He hesitates. Picked up man-to-man by Alfred as Keaton Shaw. A holding foul underneath. And they'll call it on Shaw, which will be his second. 6-team foul against St. Thomas, so it should be out of bounds. No free throws. And it will be for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Just over 3:40 to play in the overtime. As they'll come down low to Wilcombe. Looking up on the edge to Tipton. Tipton to drive, and the ball turned over and saved by Kennard Robinson. Back to Leonard. That's turnover number 11. As down low, the layup is Thormal and good. Thormal in his first basket inside the arc and his first of the second half in overtime. Cuts it to a 2-point ball game, 95-93. On the wing with the basketball. Malvo looks like he may have come up lame. Rowe getting to the free throw line, jumps it up from 15, no good, and that's going to be it for Wilcombe as he'll pick up number 5 as he'll go over the back and will walk to the other end for 2 free throws. Wilcombe thought he had over the back position there and did not make contact but committed the foul. And so it will be Keaton Shaw, the junior out of Mont Bellevue, Texas, to walk to the line for the first time.
There for number 0, Joshua Wilcombe, and number 5, AJ Malvo.
So Malvo out with the leg issue right now. We'll see if he can return. As Keaton Shaw with a chance to tie this game up with 3:03 left from the free throw line. As the free throw is good. St. Thomas in the double bonus after this 1-1. 95-94 with Shaw to the line for one more. Second free throw by Keaton Shaw. Rims out, no good. So the ball coming up to Rowe. It's a 1-point ball game. So after the early run to open overtime, 3 in a row now for St. Thomas to cut it to 1. Drive down low, and that's going to be a reach-in foul called on St. Thomas. Looks like Shaw with the reach-in. As he'll pick up number 3. That's team foul number 7. So now the bonus the rest of the way for Oklahoma Wesleyan. And it will send Lance Tipton to the line for 2 free throws as he was in the act of shooting. Shaw coming over to get clarification. As the free throw is good. 96-94, back to a 2-point lead. Second free throw is going to be also good. 97-94 as both free throws good for Tipton. As the ball coming inbounds for St. Thomas. As a drive down low, the kick out. Shaw's open 3 is good. Big 3-pointer by St. Thomas to answer the other end to even it up at 97 apiece. 2:10 to play here in the overtime. And timeout called by Oklahoma Wesleyan. Just over 2 minutes.
Family here, and it truly helped me decide what I wanted to do with my life. All of the professors are behind you. They are rooting for your success.
And back live here. We wind down to 2 minutes to play here in the overtime session. Rowe on the wing. Couple of big 3-pointers here in the second half. Rowe looking for the dribble drive against Shaw, and a holding foul on Shaw reaching in. Team foul number 8, so the 1-and-1 coming for Isaac Rowe. It'll be his first trip to the free throw line.
On the line, he shoots a 1-1 for the Eagles. Number 1.
As Isaac Rowe can break a 97 all tie.
34, David Garland, he's up for number 13. Oriole on the line to shoot. That's a break.
St. Thomas has not led since before halftime. There has not been a lead change for St. Thomas. We've had now 2 ties at the end of regulation. And the 97-97 number with a 98-97 lead now for Oklahoma Wesleyan, with one more coming up. And this is just a tremendous free throw shooting team. They have done their job here as the clock rolls with 1:53 clock moving here in the overtime session. As Robinson, the spin move, fumbles it, loses it. Turnover on St. Thomas's number 16 in the ball game. 1:40 to play and a 2-point lead for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Malvo working with the dribble, looking for help, drops it off to Rowe, who's had a good ball game. Has filled up the stat sheet as Rowe hesitates on a 17-footer and good. Big basket by Rowe to push to a 101-97 lead. Back to a 4-point game. Has a drive down low, fumbled out of bounds and off of, looks like it rolled off the leg of Lance Tipton. Timeout called by St. Thomas. 101-97, 105 to play in the overtime. As I'll come back live after this on CooperSports.net.
Everything in the Lone Star State is big. Now your Texas State Farm agents are offering Texas-size auto insurance discounts up to 40%. Visit one of the 1,400 State Farm agents in Texas and let one
Tomorrow, learn more at VeoliaNorthAmerica.com.
And back live here from the Cherubic Center on the campus of the University of St. Thomas in Houston. Opening game of 2018-19. If this is any indication, as a layup no good and the ball out of bounds off of Malvo. Alea had the ball down low for an easy look but could not convert. So plenty of time on the shot clock as Alea flashes out, looking for the drive. He gets fouled, no call. And then late on the call, he gets the basket and the opportunity to walk to the line for the three-point play the old-fashioned way. The reach-in called on Litschke. That will be the 4th on Litschke. So Alea to the line to try to cut this to a 1-point ball game and put both teams in triple figures. Alea way off the mark, no good, as Litschke able to come up with the rebound. We're down to a minute to play here in overtime. Clock winding down to 50 seconds as Rowe yo-yos the dribble to our far side, working from left to right. Shaw will come out to cause him problems. Working the dribble. He's left-handed, trying to go to that right side now. Now hesitates from 17, no good. And Shaw late getting over with the reach-in on the wrist. For Shaw, that will be number 4. Team foul number 9. So the double bonus the rest of the way for the Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles. Shaw out as Thormelin back in. Just a tremendous game here from Houston. Oklahoma Wesleyan can push back to a 4-point lead with these 2 free throws as Rowe good on the first. He will have one more, 102-99. Second free throw coming up as also good. So 103-99 the lead as St. Thomas will work it up quickly with Leonard Robinson. Up top to Alea. On the wing, Alfred, who's had a good game. Drives, leans, lays it up and good. And a foul. And Alfred can cut this to a 1-point ball game as St. Thomas now down to 103-101. 28.9 seconds left to play here in overtime. And that foul is going to be called on Litschke. That's going to be number 5, so he's the second player to foul out. As Litschke done with 28.9 in overtime. 103-101 is Alfred to the line to try to cut this to a 1-point ball game. Shot clock is off with under 29 seconds left to play. As Michael Alfred out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Free throw is no good. Rebound coming down to Fikert. Fikert with his second of the ball game. Pushing ahead Malvo. Robinson picking him up. They have to foul here. Looking to apply pressure. Malvo. The kick out. Clock running. They're going to have to foul and finally do. A lot of time running off with now 13.8 left, so 15 seconds off the clock there for Oklahoma Wesleyan. And for the double bonus here, it'll be Albert Lawrence to the line for 2 free throws. Can just about put this one away with a pair of free throws here, but still plenty of time on the clock. As Lawrence eyeing the first of 2 is good. And again, they continue to knock these critical free throws down. 104-101. This is the big one that can make it a 2-possession game.
Back on the line, shoot one for the Eagles, number 3, Albert Lawrence.
So Lawrence with one more free throw, also good. 105-101, back to a 4-point lead. As quickly Robinson will leave it for Alfred. He gets fouled on the shot and no call. Wow! He makes the 3, but clearly got hit on the arm. And Anthony Medina asking Manuel Bluford, how was there no call there in a 1-point ball game with just under 8 seconds left to play? 104. Oklahoma Wesleyan with a 1-point lead and the basketball, and that could have easily been a 4-point shot. As the ball tipped away, Malvo pushes off, gets away with it. Down to 5, down to 4 is Malvo being chased in the backcourt. And so with exactly 4 seconds left to play, Malvo will walk to the other end. Got away with a little bit of a left hand there to clear some space out. St. Thomas not done with 4 seconds left, as the best Malvo can do is 2 free throws here that can push it to a 3-point game. 105-104. As Malvo eyeing the first of 2 free throws, good. That's a big one right there to push it to a 106-104 game. And timeout call by St. Thomas. They'll have a full and a 30 remaining. 4 seconds left.
Maxbowl Port Arthur is family fun close to home.
And back live is Malvo with the second of 2 free throws, also good. 107-104, the clock rolling. Down to 2, down to 1. The 3-point jumper at the buzzer is no good. And Oklahoma Wesleyan survives 107-104 in overtime, and just a